Yes, thank you very much. You is watching It TV. Sankara Vyaruhanga. We are back yet this week. It is a beautiful Tuesday, quite a cool one, and we are hailing from the city of Mbarara. Now I'm in a place called well, if you know Rutagarama, at least that is, that locality. Chijuba, I think, is the location. I would say we are now coming to you live. Now this is a startup talk. Every Tuesday 5 p.m. we come like this. We bring you people, remarkable people that are doing, remarkable things. But the things we are talking about must be having a business component. They must be making money in a unique way, and that is why we are back this week. We are powered by Empower Youth in Technology, a youth tech hub here in Mbarara, that aims at making sure youths have innovative businesses that they are running. Now that is why we bring you the program, the Startup Garage, and under that program is where we do this profiling people that are doing unique businesses. But why do we do it? We do it because we want you to learn from them, and maybe you could also start yours, but also give them platform and make sure they get this platform because they need it. They might not be able to enter the mainstream media, and that is why we give them this platform. Now we are not going to wait. Today what we host is a gentleman that is turning from trash to treasure, like he will be saying soon. Now what am I talking about? The gentleman turns plastic into tiles. Did they say plastic does not rot? Then he says, okay, we don't need tiles to rot either. Why don't we have tiles that are made of plastic? I'm talking about One Israel. I will be allowing Monica to show you how this gentleman is able to do what I'm talking about, and when we return we get into his story and more.
Thank you so much, Sankara. So we are here at the workspace of Israel. So behind me we have the plastics he uses to make tiles. So Israel, welcome to the show.
Thank you. My name is Kurinda Israel, and I'm glad that we are here to look at this beautiful thing.
Okay.
Of turning plastic into roofing and floor tiles.
Okay.
And as you can see in front of me, I'm having these ones. This is waste plastic. and this one is generated from garages, car garages, where you find that this one is a total waste. Yeah, after removing it from cars, it is taken to the dumping site where it is burnt, and bad fumes to the environment are released. So these are car bumpers. This one is from a fridge. Another type of plastic that I turn, those are plastics of TV cases, computer cases, and others, which is taken as a waste, which I saw that it can be useful, turned into treasure, from trash to treasure, and the whole process will be inside where I melt them from, and where I mold them to those tiles.
So you use these plastics by molding and all that?
Yes, molding is the whole process. You first chop them, as we shall be seeing those chopped to plastics.
So we shall look at the entire process
we shall
to the final product.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you.
Welcome.
So I think you'll have to take us through the next stage.
We are going there.
Okay.
And I will show you everything.
Welcome back, guys. Previously we saw where his raw materials were, the plastics, and he explained to us how he gets them. So where we are standing right now, it is where he turns these plastics into the tiles and all that. So we are going to see how this guy does the magic. Stay with us and keep watching. So Israel,
Yes, please.
what is all this section about?
This is a melting and molding unit, where the plastic we saw the other side is chopped, smaller size than this one, but this is the sample. After chopping, then it is put on a melting pan. If you have a machine, you put them in a melting machine, the plastic extruder. But here I use wood fuel. That's why I prefer this one.
To melt it?
To melt it.
How long does it take for it to
it takes like 1 hour to get melted, then mixed up, as you can see. You power this one on a melting pan. Then I mix there a river sand, which is clean. When it is dirty, that means the final product will not be on a.
So you have to first sieve it.
Yes. You first remove the bigger the bigger particles of sand.
Oh, it has to be small.
It has to be small, very fine. Then after that, you mix it. And the mixture is 7:3. That is a sand to plastic.
Okay.
Yeah. After mixing, after putting them here,
so you power
the sand. Then after that, you keep on heating. Then as you mingle, that is the language I may use, mingling. Then after the whole process, all the sand and the plastic melts, it becomes a same solid substance. Then after getting a same solid substance, you remove the melted substance. Then you put them on the desired or the required mold. And I have in front of me, I have very many molds. First of all, I will start with this one.
Okay, what is that?
This one is the paver mold, and this one. Okay, those are the tiles you put on ground in compounds, for the compounds, then walkways and others.
So it brings that shape.
Yeah, it brings this shape, and an example of that is this one. This one was made from here, and we have different shapes according to what the customer needs. So is what you
What of if you want to make like a smaller size?
Like a smaller size, half of this. Yes, you design, you get a well designed shape. A smaller one. You go that these people welding people, they make for you the shape you want. So that is one product. Then another product is the roof tile, amategula. The roof tiles, I have these locally made molds. I have this one and this one.
That's for the roof tiles.
The roof tiles. Then I also have these ones. They go with this one. This is a hip, umugongo, a hip. And after you will be looking at it when we have when we take a picture on the house I've already roofed. So you'll see where this one comes from. And I have another one which is here. This one is a mold for tiles also. The tiles. So far I'm making tiles for to beautify the compound. And I'm also about to produce the inside roof, I mean inside tiles, inside the houses. But so far I'm producing tiles for beautification of the compounds.
So you designed all these molds for yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So some of the examples I've already made. There are these ones. I have this one, which is a roof tile. This is one piece that measures 12 by 10 inch. And the thickness is 1 inch, like this one. So you keep on putting them, joining them together. And the fun of it, they don't need nails. And if let's say the lock breaks, you can put a nail in this tile and it does not split. It doesn't completely. As you can extend that side, and I show you how. It doesn't break. It is too hard to break.
I think you should try that and we'll see.
Yeah, this one also it cannot break. It is too hard. So the science behind it is the bonds within plastics. They need high energy to be broken. So that's why it is too hard. Yeah.
So there is this part we missed. I mean,
yes.
From picking it there and putting it in these molds.
Yes.
How long does it take, like, to dry?
To dry, we missed that.
Yes.
Then this one, when you are removing it, it is very hot. You should be having gloves. You wear. Then after chopping it from there, you put it on a mold. And unfortunately, my press machine is not yet here, but it is coming. Then after pressing, you remove the hot thing here within its mold. Then you put it in water, in cold water, to be cool down. Then after like 1 minute, it is cold, it is hard. You remove it from water. You take it to for roofing. It is ready for use.
Okay.
Yes.
So what are some of in case someone is watching and then they would wish to start such a business?
Yes.
What are some of the materials they need to have for them to cover this whole process?
First of all, you need waste plastic.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know the world is producing a lot of plastics to the environment. So what you need is to go and look for waste plastic. It is everywhere. Then secondly,
so these waste plastics, it's
yes,
not only those ones you use.
Yeah, there are very many.
How about these plastic bottles?
Plastic bottles. I chose those ones because I found they are not recycled. Others like plastic bottles, then perfume cans, then the polythene bags. of which there are some other companies, other factories that recycle them to other products.
Okay.
Some of them they return them to new ones. Let's say porcelain bags, then jerrycans to jerrycans. Getting?
Yeah.
So the process is like that. But I chose these ones because they were not recycled at all. They are just dumped there. They burn them, or they end up there forever.
Yeah.
So that's why I chose to recycle these ones.
Okay.
To yes. Yeah.
So you are still telling us some of the materials which
Yes.
has to.
Yes, materials. You may not use car bumpers or TV cases. You may use the old jerrycans. Then you may use buckets, plastic buckets. You may use basins, old basins, and small jerrycans where like cooking oil is packed. All those are type of plastics. We have like 12 types of plastics. But in a simple term, we have hard plastic and soft plastics. So I recycle the hard plastic.
So that the final product can also be hard.
Yes, because if you use, let's say, the porcelain bags, they may not produce hard thing like this because there is a science in it. The way how you see it, soft. That means the end product will also be what?
Soft.
Be soft. And also this one is, you may produce something soft, but because it is mixed within sand, yeah, it makes it hard and a little bit brutal if you mess up with the ratios. Yes.
So is there something else you use apart from these molds?
Like
in case someone doesn't have this, is there another option which they can go?
Yeah, there are so many options. Let's say if you import machines, the machines come with well varnished or well made molds, and not like these ones which are locally made from here.
Okay.
Yes. So if you don't want to make your own things, because I made these ones because the well varnished and well made molds are imported. In Uganda, there's nowhere where you can get these ones.
Okay.
So that's why I first tried these ones, but very soon I'm importing also mine from outside.
You'll advance.
Yes, I'm planning to advance.
Okay.
Yes.
That is nice.
Yes.
So which are So guys, that has been Israel for you. We have looked at how he makes the plastics into tiles. So in the next section we shall be looking at him being interviewed by Sankara. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Monica. That was some beautiful one. I think you must be amazed, you who is watching, a little bit surprised also how this gentleman gets to be that bold and turn what we would call trash into treasures, like he put it. Now, what you just saw is Mr. Israel producing what we may term as products for all generations. I'm avoiding someone's tagline before, but like he showed you, this is something you're not going to break like so easily. And what we are talking about, maybe for you who just joined us, this gentleman you see here, this initially was plastic, and then mixed with sand, and we are able to have this particular product. These are roofings like he will be telling us, but quite remarkable. Now, Mr. Israel,
Yes.
you're welcome to the Startup Talk. You could say hi to the viewer.
Yes, hi viewers.
Mm.
Kurinda Israel.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm glad to receive you.
Yes.
So this is Kurinda, as you can see.
Well, when he says receive you, it is in capital letters, and I want you to understand where we are seated is Kurinda's home. If you're watching on the screen, that rooftop you're watching right now was made by himself. It's not about anything else. It is made by himself, and where we're seated right now is his compound. Now, having known that, maybe a quick one. If the viewer here wants to understand a few things about you, how would you describe Israel? Are you maybe a teacher? Are you what? Like anything you would wish this person to understand about you?
Yes. Kurinda is a scientist.
Okay.
Who studied the fisheries and aquaculture,
Yes.
Makerere University. And after finishing my studies,
Yes.
I found no job. So
That was which year?
That is 2013.
Okay.
That's when I graduated. So I looked everywhere. The job I could find was giving a peanut. So I decided to give others jobs. So I first taught in private schools, teaching sciences, biology, chemistry. But at the end of it all, I decided not to continue with it because it was not my professional. So that's why paying. I had to look for another thing that can earn me something. Then I started a company called Kima Investments. General Cleaners Limited that deals in collecting and transporting garbage. And after even now, it is my business. So in Mbarara they call me Master.
Okay.
Because I first taught, then the business I started it when I was teaching. So the brand name is Master Wakasasa. Yes.
Okay, wow.
Yes.
That is some interesting one.
Yeah.
So we are hosting a whole master of what is it in well, we maintain the word Kasasiro, at least it's becoming a national language. Luganda is what I'm talking about.
Yes.
But he's now referred to as master of rubbish, and then later I think that is what later formed his business, the current business. So literally you're that.
Yes.
Scientists, agriculture, we are looking at fisheries, all that you go teach. Now you enter garbage collection.
Yes.
That is where you are, and this is what has made you.
Yes.
So then a scientist ending with this, how does that come up?
This thing it came up along with when I was doing the business of transporting and collecting rubbish from people. Then as I was dumping my trash to the dumping site, first of all, I like venturing. I would like to be doing things which are not done by very many people. That is me. So I looked around that if I can turn something from this trash, maybe it can be of good use in the future and to help to save the environment. So I found some products are just dumped there, left there, being burnt and left unattended. So as we saw the other time, I told you that those are car bumpers, TV cases, and other plastics. They were being dumped there, not attended, not being recycled. So I decided I have to turn this one into something useful.
That's how you get to this.
Yeah. I started slowly. My friends laughed at me.
Which year was that? When
that is, I started doing this thing 2016.
Okay.
That's when, and it took me 2 years without coming to this, because I could be trying something new, it doesn't come out. Major, I started with glass. You cannot imagine. I started with
making glass.
I wanted to melt glass.
Oh, melting it.
Yes, but I found it needs a complicated machine to be melted, because it needs a machine that runs temperatures to around 2000 degrees Celsius, and of which it is not simple to build. That is the simple thing we may look at it is a kiln of bricks. It goes to that temperature, but building it for using it now and again to melt glass was not simple. So I came up with this one.
What the first product you made that disappointed was this or glass?
The glass. The glass.
Okay.
It could
So
not melt. Even the melting thing, let's say the saucepan, it could melt faster than what I wanted to melt faster. So I had to stop that.
Okay.
So I looked at something else that can melt within
How did you develop the knowledge that if I melt this and mix this, by the way, it was going to give me this? Had you like read it somewhere or something?
Yeah, being in a business of rubbish, I could be reading on internet.
Yes.
How other countries do what? Go in. How do they
manage rubbish or plastics or what?
How do they recycle? What do they recycle?
Okay.
What products are made from those recyclable products from trash? So I found some companies in South Africa, India, China, and other countries, even here in Africa, in Kenya, then Ghana, and Cameroon. Yes, I found some use recycling such plastics. So I found myself in the suitable share. I can also do the same thing.
So you finally now have to start this.
Yes.
And output this. Now you said you made a few tests later.
Yes.
When was the time that you did final product?
The final product, actually, where we are seated, my house, it is a testing point, because every change on these tiles, I have to be looking at my house. Every test that is to be done, the sample must be taken from my house. So I made some few tests on these to confirm, though I've not yet been confirmed by UNBS, but I'm soon getting there. These are the tests I made. One is fire catchability. Suppose your house gets fire. How long can it be taken to be these ones be made? Does it melt?
Coming to that.
Yes. Does it melt faster than the other things making the house? So that study, you have to get petrol paraffin, then put it on a sponge. Getting it, then you put it here. That sponge with the paraffin, it burns up. Get finished before this one catches fire.
Is that real?
Yes.
Oh my, I wish we could try this really. But okay. Well, he's saying you get petrol mixed with get sponge, dip it into petrol, light it and put here. You say it how many minutes before?
It depends on the how big the sponge is. Yes.
Okay.
But I'm sure that before the whole house is down, this one becomes fast. Later. Yes. That so means the fire before gets this one, the wood that you use to on roofing gets fire before this. It comes down before this. This one comes later.
Wow.
Because if this test has been done in other countries, the developed countries, why not here?
Why did you choose plastic? Other people are doing, these things with...
Yeah, there are so many reasons why I chose plastic.
One was because you were already in it.
Yeah, because I was in that business of dumping trash, and of which plastic was among those. I chose plastic for one major reason: to save the environment. Okay. And I'm sure that the growing global village is producing a lot of plastics to the environment.
Yes, every day at least.
Yes, every day tons and tons are being dumped there. So that means we have, and these plastics, the raw materials are being extracted from underground. Yeah, so that means they are getting depleted, and they are not getting back, and they take years being formed. That means we have to be recycling the already existing plastic, not to dumping it into the environment. That is the major reason why I chose plastic, not like these clay tiles. Because the clay tiles, you extract clay or soil from open space, you leave it there, you leave deep holes there that become breeding places for mosquitoes, and the place you leave it the way how you know.
In this you mixed sand.
Yes, sand. And I told you that at first I started with glass. My research is on glass. I'm using sand for the moment because I don't have machine to break down the glass back to sand, because you know glass is made from sand. So
you wanted, oh God, your dream is to make sure you get waste glass, crush it into crystals, and
yes,
you're able to use it.
I mix it instead of sand.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, these and more beautiful stories from this gentleman. I call them stories because they are different. They keep connecting to make one big story. We are going to do this short break, and when we return, we continue. Yeah, thank you very much for keeping around, and I am going to repeat and say you are the one, you know, that make us. If we didn't have you, then I mean we wouldn't be around. The Startup Talk continues. Sankara Beruhanga. I work with Monica, and today's guest melts plastic, mix it with sand to make either pavers, tiles, well, talk about all those building materials. And then in a few minutes ago, he just told us that actually his house, the one you're seeing on your screen, is his specimen. That is where he takes all these things from. And then I think another unique thing he tells us, his dream is actually not to use sand. To make sure, his dream is to make sure he breaks glass, waste glass, into silt or crystals or something like that, and it's the one he's going to be using as a mixture. So away from that, yes. Mr. Israel,
yes, please.
We now come to the business side of this, why you're doing this. Let's start with the production costs. You talked about plastics, you talked about sand, there is labor, you're going to burn it, all those.
Yes.
Production costs, how do you measure this?
Yeah, first of all, the production process.
Yes.
It depends on the available resources and the labor. Now take an example. I will not say that this one is I get
maybe let's break it into this.
Yes.
If someone gave you a contract
yes
to handle the roofing for his house.
yes
Let's take an example, for example, yours. Yours took how many of these materials?
Yeah, mine first of all mine is roofed with the size of these tiles. They are 10 inch by 10 inch.
Yes.
And it depends on the size of the house you have.
Yes.
And mine is 32 by 24. Then I used 2,050 pieces of tiles, and of which each tile is around 2,000.
2,000.
Yes, this one.
Okay,
alone,
now we get the calculation. Let's come back to this.
Yes.
So this tile is 2,000. Production cost is around how much?
Of which?
Yes.
Is around 1,700.
1,700. So you get 300.
300 from each.
Ah.
Yes.
Oh, good.
And fortunately, our advantage of it, you don't sell one.
Yes, of course.
You
it's
don't
like
sell
bricks.
One. Yes.
You
don't sell one. So you find that maybe around 2,000 pieces of tiles. That means times 300. How much is that?
Well, quite a lot. Quite a lot of money.
And now when you order, mine is small. Are you getting it? Many of my customers, they order 2,500 pieces and above.
Talking about clients.
Yes.
You've had one?
Yeah, I have so many.
Oh.
Yes.
Could you talk about, maybe we pick one, a remarkable one?
A remarkable one, no?
Yes.
I have a picture of the house here.
Wow.
This is it. This is one of my clients, and this house is found in Shema Municipality, Kashoz Ward, in Shema District. So this house took around 4,000 pieces of tiles.
4,000?
Yes.
Some good money.
Yes. And the whole process of roofing such thing just give me 2 months.
How about the making?
The making? I'm saying the whole process of making, finishing your tiles that you order, 2 months.
Such a house would have consumed like I don't know the volumes you count with plastics.
The plastic, it consumed 1.8 tons of plastic.
1.8?
Yes, tons of plastics.
Oh, it's saving a lot. Saving a lot from the environment.
Yes.
Okay. So, do you have like target clients, customers or partners, or what's your ecosystem? The people you work with, you partner with maybe builders or engineers, or I don't know. While you're looking for the market.
For the market?
Yes.
First of all, my products are found in hardwares. As hardwares, there are few, like 3 in Mbarara.
That have, huh?
That have my samples. Then others, I have very many friends who are engineers. And some of the clients come, they bring themselves. As they look at the thing, they get amazed, they get attracted, they like it, and they order. Yes. And it's like you when you are passing by at someone's house, and he said this house is beautiful.
Because of that?
And because of that.
Okay.
Then you go ahead and you look what you need.
Did you share the durability of these products?
Yeah, I also use the information I read on the internet. Yeah, the durability is 50 years and above before these ones turn into to be replaced.
Because it's plastic anyway.
It's plastic anyway. And that durability it depends on the ratio you use. You mess up with the ratio, that means the final product will be bad.
What do you mean ratio?
Ratio, if I say you put 7 kilograms of plastic, mix it
melted
with
plastic.
Not melted. Before you melt it.
Okay.
7 kilograms of plastic, mix there 3 kilograms. 3 kilograms of sand. Mix it with 3. 7.
Oh.
Am I getting confused? 7 kilograms of sand.
Yes.
Mix it with 3 kilograms of plastic.
Oh, okay.
The plastic here, its purpose is it is a bondage material.
That hold them tight.
Yes.
Like yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I think that is understood.
Yes.
So over 50 years, though that is not proved yet.
It is proved.
Oh, from
if I can get it, I can quote it.
Okay.
It's okay. Yes.
Well, we're talking about durability, and the gentleman says your lifetime at least. Some of us going with Uganda life something.
Yes.
You should be able to at least be having a lifetime of this roofing as a material. Now, like any other business,
yes,
we have business challenges in this.
We have so many.
Don't discourage someone who would wish to join you.
No, when you like something,
yes,
you have to take risks.
And you are something.
And along the way, even when you are walking, the road is not always straight. We have valleys and
different corners.
Yeah, different corners. So in this business, I have a challenge. First of all, is the complicated machines, because I have like 4 of them, the major ones. First of all, it is the chopping machine that chops plastic into pieces. That is one. Another one is a drying machine that dries up sand, because here we don't deal with wet sand. So you need to remove water first to become dry. Then another one, those are 2 machines. Another one is the melting or the melting machine. Let me use simple things, maybe simple language someone may understand. Then another machine is the molding machine. Yeah. Then another machine is where it sets from. Setting from.
Okay.
Yes.
So you can't use sand.
Sand?
I mean, like setting.
After removing it from the molding machine.
I saw you show Monica
yes,
the water thing.
Then after cooling down, it is not yet cooled, because you are doing it now and again to be quicker. So that means you have to hold it somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So those are major the machines, and so far capital. Those machines are expensive. And you find that the cheaper one is like 150 Ugandan 150 million Ugandan shillings. Which is a bit complicated. You need like 1
Those
billion.
machines include the one that can turn glass into.
Yeah, glass.
Yes.
Glass into the.
You had said taking back glass.
Yes, taking back. Okay, we call it that the sand. And we call it sand. Bring down those waste glass sand, but we call it scientifically we call it chureti. And don't not chureti for the churches.
Yes,
but the chureti. Yes, that is the sand from plastic. Yeah. Okay,
let's maybe a quick one as we end this. Where you want to see yourself in the next 2 years? This business, will it have grown? Do you think the other dream you talked about, replacing sand with glass, will it be achieved yet? I mean,
in 2 years,
what should we expect? Yes.
Yeah, in 2 years at least I'm having that work plan that I should be having 3 machines. First of all, the chopping machine, the melting machine, and the molding machine in 2 years. And for the case of the land, the starter plan where I can put a shed to start from, I've already acquired it.
Oh.
So,
wow.
Within 2 years, I think I will be there. I will be there.
What are you doing to make sure you get there? I mean, that is some huge money. Are you, for example, in grants? Are you sourcing?
Yeah, I'm searching some grants from other organizations so far. I've already applied for that grant in in a certain organization from Netherlands, in conjunction with Nema. So I'm getting soon replied. I don't know whether it will be negative or what, but leave alone that one. You have to be self-motivated.
Yes. That is what I was coming.
Yes.
What if it doesn't come? Yes.
Even if it doesn't come, that means you have to be having plan B. So the first capital thing I have in mind, or I have right now, is my brain. Just pray to God, gives you energy
and
to continue with your dream.
Okay, so if there's someone watching here and is a potential partner, a potential funder, potential grantor, what would you tell them?
Yeah,
someone is there, has his money, looking for such ideas for people to partner with, and
yes, if there is someone out there who would wish to maybe partner with me,
yes,
or to inject money in this venture, the door is open. You come, then we write some things on agreement. We agree. Yes. Then we can see how we can push on this venture.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, who if you have that dimes, I mean, is some investment opportunity, and the gentleman says there's a way you could always talk. Unfortunately, we might not go beyond this yes. Because of time. Maybe you could have something you have to say to this viewer.
Yeah.
Yes, some little advice. Maybe this young lady or gentleman who has been viewing, and they might need to learn from you.
Yes, viewers out there. I would like to encourage you that we are in a world where everyone is studied, and the jobs created are few every day, are very few every day.
Yes.
But when you are there encouraged to do something, you just wake up, start, things will come later. Yes, most especially the young ones, the youth.
Yes.
Don't get there that someone else will give you a job. Even if he gives you that job, he gives you just a peanut of money. So you have to start your own so that you can achieve your dreams.
Wow.
Yes.
That's some beautiful one from him, and I think we will be ending it here. But he says something very, very much important. That idea you have in mind, or what you're thinking about, then he says just start. Other things, he says, other things are going to come along the way. Now, that was Israel for you. You who want to join with him, which number can they find you?
0750
yes
660 434.
You could repeat.
750 660 434. or icreander@gmail.com.
Wow, icreander@gmail.com. You will be getting in touch with him, and just have that simple discussion that you would wish to do. Now, you who wants to do the same, in case you have a same business you're running, or you have a creative you're running there, and you need this platform, it is so free, no one is paying for it. You could go for 0781557245. You will be able to get us. We're talking about Empower Youth in Technology, a tech hub here in Mbarara that champions one, marketing and promotion of startups. 2, we're talking about capacity building of these startups, and 3, alternative sourcing of business financing that you could be able to pull there. Now, thank you very much once again for watching the Startup Talk. Always wait for this on Tuesday 5 p.m. HTV. You could always watch us on Facebook, YouTube, and you will be able to get us live. I was with Monica and Henry behind the camera, and also the production. Please keep watching HTV.